In the Southside community of Bronzeville, the First Church of Deliverance is both a hidden gem and a house of worship. The church incorporates many different architectural styles, making it unique in comparison to other churches around the city of Chicago and beyond. The church's designer was Walter T. Bailey, the first licensed African-American architect in Chicago. As visitors step foot into the church, they get a warm welcome from the congregation as they're guided toward the bright green walled lobby. Local artist Fred Jones created a mural of the Chicago skyline and people approaching Christ, which is one of two murals he painted in the church, the other found behind the altar. Everyone is welcome at the First Church of Deliverance, regardless of who they are. The relationships that attendees of the church had established within the community managed to save the church from a fire that damaged its interior in December of 1945. Gangster Theodore Teddy Rose, close with Pastor Clarence Cobbs at the time, donated more than $152,000 in cash for the remodeling of the church. The remodeling was done by Kosher, Buss, and a clerk in 1946, who restored the church's 2 towers and windows. Above the churchgoers shines a dazzling cross, shining brightly with white, red, and green lights indicative of the Lord himself. The cross is as lively as the chorus, people, and gospel music that fill the church. The First Church of Deliverance was an important pioneer in the development of gospel music. Many people often wonder, what does gospel music sound like? The church's hit song, He's Been So Good, is one of several in their CD, Surely the Lord is in This Place. Gospel music is exceedingly significant in many African American churches, but especially so at the First Church of Deliverance. The famous Fred Nelson III is the current organist for the church. Over the course of his career, he was an opening act for Ray Charles at the age of 6, Aretha Franklin's musical director for the last 7 years of her life, and is now the church's musical producer. For the last 85 years, the Holy Sanctuary has been on the radio station presenting its holy words to the world. Today, the church uses social media platforms to present its loving, welcoming services on Facebook Live every Sunday. You can listen to the broadcast via Facebook, the radio, and on fcdchicago.org.
Have you looked around to see what God has done?
The story is a production of the Chicago Architecture Center, inspiring people to discover why design matters. The story was recorded and edited by Kayla Jordan and Denise Wingfield. Fletcher Frere was our story producer. Research by Hannah Samuel. Organ music by Fred Nelson III, and vocals by Andrew of the First Church of Deliverance Youth Choir. I'm your host, Jennifer Vergara. The Open House Chicago Teen Ambassadors Program is supported by the National Endowment for the Humanities.